Hello, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Let me know if you can hear as well, or if I need to tone down the mic a little bit. But
Especially for me, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a bit closer to the
yeah,
mic.
you're a bit closer to the mic. I
So,
tried to. Maybe I can move it closer to my side, but then it's a bit in front
don't
of the
even see
screen.
the screen anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
So just keep your voice down, I
A
guess.
little bit higher.
Yo, Orion.
Hello,
Welcome.
hello. Hey, Orion. Good
We
to
hear you.
have
Great. Okay, that's good. So,
So,
topic
what's
number
new?
one. What's new?
What's
oh,
new?
Okay, that's it. End of the stream. Congratulating Harm. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you,
Harm. It's another insane achievement. Your profile.
I still haven't really processed it.
You're like one of those athletes that becomes
Yeah,
a champion and then
Yeah.
I'm so happy. But
I still need a few weeks.
yeah, needs to.
Like, we talked about it at the beginning, right? Thanks, Orion.
Yeah.
We talked about it at the beginning, like this is the most stacked tournament with the best players in the world and the best decks in the world. And we were talking about it as has a shot, but a lot of things need to go right. Especially matchups. And let me tell you, matchups did not go right.
Could have gone even worse.
It could have
gone
worse.
Very unlikely.
But not much worse.
No, not much worse. No, true. But yeah. Starting in this field with a lot of North Americans, Europeans, Asians all over, going into round two, the half of them disappeared.
At some point we thought Europe is still going strong.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
We were.
So this is the semi-finals.
Lorenzo is part of Africa now.
No. There's an arrow.
Oh, yeah,
there's an arrow.
So there's an arrow.
So yeah, you managed to defeat all of them. Could have faced Rico round one. That's what I meant.
That would have been the worst.
It could have been way worse. Yeah. And then only you remain taking home, the win for Ass. Another win.
Yeah. And now we have deck ascension.
Yay!
So I need to find a new deck.
Yeah. What is the likelihood that you or I are playing Ass in Archon? Not at Worlds. I think not that high.
No, I mean Don Keyforge should be playing the deck.
He should
right?
Be.
It's his
he
deck.
Should be
He's been generous enough to land it out.
With deck ascension, he should get the first shot.
Yes. Oh, for sure. At the very least. Yeah. And
well.
He's a bit too nice.
So first or second place, and then that's that. Then we need to find a different deck.
It should be doable, right? I'm not sure how much he's played today.
In a way, So before the tournament started, we had to discuss, right, who's playing Ass, who's playing someone else. So it's like, if we need to figure out my own Archon deck, so that's why I kind of avoided the discussion of should I run Ass or you. Now in hindsight,
should have been me.
I kind of wanted to play Ass. But now at least I know my deck is okay.
But I think you had two goals coming into the tournament, right? So you wanted to know if the deck could do it, because I think you had some doubts before.
I did have some doubts. Yeah.
And the second part being, you mentioned you wanted to focus more on casting, but then you actually started playing more games than you anticipated.
Yeah.
Actually winning your first game.
Yeah, 2-0, yeah. And then Bandola hit. That happens.
I took revenge for you.
You did.
Mate.
You did. But now we're going to have to... Let's see what Prophetic Visions brings. But
we're going to have to open a good deck.
Yeah.
Or we immediately go to trivia. Let's go.
No, it's a trivia as the next section. So I think we can talk for ages on the upcoming stuff. But I made a selection from Snoopy's stuff.
Okay.
You haven't seen any of it.
I have not. I mean, I've seen the back and forth in the channels, right? Even the private channels. So I kind of know the stats of it.
Yeah.
I know where they are. Hey, Marty.
The stats. Let me turn down the gain a little bit, because I think it is a little bit high. Yeah, I think this should be a little bit better. So I collected... yay, trivia, Marlinator. I collected some of them to be multiple choice, kind of, and then others I just throw them out there. So let's start off easy.
Do we have to order them, or do we...
It's is it A, B, or C? The highest win rate decks. Obviously, this is the top 3.
Yeah.
But which one has the highest win rate? You would say the winner, but you could, maybe someone never dropped any games except for 2.
No, but
you dropped 2 games.
I dropped 2 games,
and so you can work it out probably.
Record Keeper dropped a game against Riku.
Yeah.
And then 2 games more against me.
Yeah.
And Bandola, I think, only dropped 2 games against me, but I played more games in the end. So the highest win rate should be S. Yeah.
And you're correct.
Okay. I was like, is this a trick question or something?
Yeah, if you get any of them wrong, you don't get your prize.
Oh, right.
All.
What's the prize again? I don't know.
I think it's the Amber Skies display. So yeah. But then, which deck took the most turns?
Oh, that's not Ass. Ass doesn't like taking turns.
Ass does not like taking turns.
The most ones?
The most.
Wait, out of these 5? I thought it might have been a different one.
You're confusing it with the most cards.
Yeah, probably I'm confused. Yeah, I know the most cards. The most turns is more difficult.
Yeah.
I guess Record Keeper played more games, so should have gotten more turns, right? And it's slower than Ass.
Yeah, so you want to know who got the first in the tournament, but also which deck is the slowest, most control-y, kind of?
Record Keeper is more control-y than Ass. Bandola went crazy in a couple of games, so that's definitely...
So you're going to go for Record Keeper?
I think so. 98.
2 for 2.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So like by far. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It was not
2
in the
or
top
something.
4. But,
2, maybe 3 times.
I kind of needed the E option for E Greg. So I just added
nice. Yeah.
Bandola, which should have been the B, but yeah, that's fine.
S, A, Arya also A. Yeah, okay. Daria.
So yeah, 98, not even close with the other. But then again, Arya played 2 rounds less, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's actually really impressive. 77 turns with 2 rounds less. That's amazing.
More than Ass.
Wow.
But yeah, is it impressive then, or is it?
But also more. Did it go 2-1 more often? Did it play
maybe
a few more games? Maybe. And then they like to drag it out a little bit longer with the plan 10 and
interpret these stats however you want. This is what it is. Which deck plays the most cards?
Yeah, so this one is obvious.
Is it?
Well, it's not obvious because it didn't get as far as Record Keeper. Wait, no, before the finals it was Vicari. That I'm 100% sure about.
Yes.
And then
you needed to play X amount of cards to catch up.
Yeah. And who plays more cards, Record Keeper or Ass?
I think it would be Record Keeper.
I think it would.
I'm not sure though.
Well, Ass plays a lot of cards in a few turns, and Record Keeper takes more turns to get there. So in the end,
but it also plays a lot of cards every turn usually.
Oh, for this one, I actually don't know. Vicari was in the lead for a really long time because of the rule of 6.
You got 5 seconds to lock in your answer.
In that case, I'm gonna go Ass anyway. Or at least still Vicari. Wow.
Still Vicari took the most cards played, and Record Keeper beating Ass by
10.
By 10 cards.
Wow. I mean, it kept going on with the rule of 6.
But then 285 cards played, which on average is how many per match? How many matches?
How many matches did I play?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11?
More than that, right?
I think you played 11.
I played 2 best of 3s.
Yeah. Oh, so okay, so 12. So 12.
Oh.
So then
20-ish, 20, a little bit more.
But that's still quite fast.
24, 25.
So you need 25 cards to win. So it's not even a full cycle. Except for you, Winds of Death.
And I discard some cards to Winds of Death, so those don't count. But at the same time, I play Rebel like 50 times a game or so.
That's interesting. Which deck generated the most Amber?
Yeah, so this one was really close.
And keep in mind that key abduction is counted as Amber generation, or any key cheat that makes a key is counted as whatever Amber you add extra to the making of the key. So key abduction would be 6 if you forge for nothing.
Yeah, but the thing is
7 of the Amber pit.
But in the final game, at some point the key cost was 12.
Yeah.
And key abduction just forged through that for like 2 Amber or something. Like I had a lot of cards in it. And I think it still counted as 12, so I know in that game I generated, quote unquote generated, 40 Amber because of that. So it has to be Ass because that game made a huge difference.
Yeah, so Orion also says it still feels a bit weird how the key cheats are kind of.
Yeah.
But you have to count them somehow, so you can
also,
make cases for both.
It would feel weird if it's 0. It feels weird if it's 6. In that game, it was 12.
Yeah. Indeed. But
Wait, no way! Oh, 3 amber difference. Wait, how?
3 amber difference.
I thought the 40 amber swing would be this one.
No. Record keeper still took it.
I knew Y was in the lead before the finals.
That's crazy.
But then there's one less match to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think with As, I could have generated more Ember, but sometimes you just play Key Abduction for the win. Technically, I could have generated way more Ember in that turn, but you've already won.
Yeah.
So.
I think Bandola also had like some of those, but people just
people just concede, and then it throws off the stats a little bit.
So now we get some interesting things. Which deck played the most cards not in their deck?
Arya plays cards not in their deck.
Apparently, Björgeist, I think.
But if that's the only one, there's no way. I mean, I know Flaming Sheath, and you have Talent Scout, and you recur the Talent Scout several times.
I only played 2 rounds, though.
You also have Björgeist to either get the Talent Scout or a card from their deck. So I think it's Flaming Sheath. Because Vi only played 1 round. Yeah. Arya played a bit more, but only the Björgeist. So I think it's Flaming Sheath. Yeah.
See, cats and dogs. You are correct. 10 cards. Yeah.
Wait, 10?
I played 10 cards not from my deck in 4 games.
What? Wait, but how?
Like Talent Scout,
only Talent Scout,
Björgeist, Pull-Up Stakes, Talent Scout.
Oh, the Pull-Up Stakes. Yeah, okay, that one is also bouncing.
This is Björgeist and Talent Scout combined. Like 10 cards. I like that about my deck as well. Like, hey,
that's why I put it in question.
Yeah,
right?
No, I just
something that Flaming
I just took all of the trivia that Snoopy did. There's no trivia bias or whatever. Which deck?
What?
Yeah.
Generated the most amber with cards not in their deck. With cards not.
So mimicry. You play a card from your opponent's discard pile. But mimicry becomes the card, so you still can technically own it. So it's not a card from the opponent, but you do generate from cards not in your deck. So here, mimicry does count.
And Egreg also steals creatures from the opponent, but I'm not sure if they get to use those creatures because I'm not sure if they actually face Mars. But the zip comes
actually, maybe that's also.
And Flaming Chief just steals their creatures, but I don't think it generates Ember for Flaming Chief. And Vi also has Talent Scout. No, I think it has to be Egreg then, right?
Correct.
11.
Not correct. Yeah, I assume from the mimicry and indeed maybe
that's correct.
The Uxlix.
The zip the implanter.
The zip the implanter. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Talent Scout with hoist operations. Indeed, Cats and Dogs is also a fun combo.
If only it got to play more games, it would have made it there.
Yeah. So which deck stole the most amber in the tournament?
I feel it should be Pupilurp because there was this one game where it was Ember Skies versus Ember Skies, and I just remember they played Red Line 20 times.
Red line.
And then Pupilurp advanced and probably stole more after that. So it should be Pupilurp.
Should be.
But Record Keeper played more games.
Yeah.
I think it's Pupilurp. Let's go.
Oh, you were doing so well, man. It's not even close.
Oh, no. That's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference.
87.
Yeah.
Because the Against All Flags also do a lot.
The 2 Against All Flags, they do work. Wow. Yeah, yeah, surprising.
Way off.
Yeah, way off. Yeah. So indeed, there's you play more games, obviously you steal more Ember, but still.
I think it also stole against As, but As just didn't really care.
No, so you were not a great opponent for this stat. No.
Yes.
So which houses have the highest win rate?
I would say Untamed.
Because for the finals.
Yeah, Bandola was Untamed, Az is Untamed, Egreg is Untamed, and then Lorenzo's also Untamed, so it has to be Untamed.
Okay, so let's assume Untamed is the number 1.
Yeah.
What's the second and third then? I have a feeling. But I made the presentation.
Wait, but I mean Lorenzo got all the way with Skyborn.
See,
Unfathomable wasn't represented that much in the tournament, right?
But if you only
if you win a few games, you
the 4 Untamed were in the semifinals in the final, but they also lose then half of the time.
Well, that's true. And Unfathomable, I know Astrons, their Pirates deck has Unfathomable. which other deck did actually have Unfathomable?
I don't know.
I guess B then. Unfathomable is second. Like Untamed,
So
Unfathomable,
CBA?
Skyborn. Yeah. So Untamed. Skyborn.
Skyborn second.
Wow. Really close though.
So the count is the number of games they played.
4.
So Unfathomable played 4 games.
How can you get 0.57 with 4
also
games?
Interesting. I don't know.
That doesn't work. The math
Okay,
doesn't
maybe
math.
it's the count is the number of houses that were present. Because I think if you divide 96 by 32, you end up with...
Oh wait, and you have 19 times Geistoids. That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah. So these are all
okay.
the houses that are represented among...
Wait, there were 4 decks with Unfathomable?
Apparently, yeah.
Which ones? Pirate?
Nothing memorable, I guess. Bandola has...
okay, but of course,
has,
Jesus. Yeah, of course.
So
Bandola.
that's 2.
That's bad.
I
forgot.
Next question.
Which
one was the worst? Saurian was the worst.
There was a Saurian. There was one deck with Saurian and it did not win any games.
No.
That's odd.
What percentage of Ember... So here we get to which percentage of Ember generated in AS was due to key abduction?
Oh, it's not 30. I don't think so. Because every key abduction generates 6 Ember. You do get some Ember with the Rebel combos and stuff. 50? It's more of a guess. I don't know if it's 50 or 60, but 50?
Anyone have a better guess?
Cats and dogs?
Cats and dogs?
Better guess, so it was not right.
I'm helping the people. B, 50 as well. Okay. Or trying to mislead.
Not a better guess, at least. This is 30.2!
30.2%.
Wait, where do I get all this Ember from?
From key abduction, and then...
And the Rebel shit, but...
Rebel, Ember...
Oh, wait, and... Untamed did a lot.
Yeah, you had a different strategy with the Haunting Witch.
I forgot. Against Bandola, the Untamed forged keys, and that usually never happens.
Mm-hmm.
The Haunting Witch generated a lot of Ember in that game.
Yeah. See, even the owner can get it wrong sometimes. So now...
Never looked at these stats before.
So now I made this thing, and I was copy-pasting, like, oh my god. So the one that Snoopy highlighted as being super interesting, I put like a question. I think we still have one more question at the end. And these are just like statements or facts. So the 3 pots that generated the most Ember per turn in the tournament was Ass's Mars, Bentala's Untamed, and AO Pur's Skyborn. But there's a huge difference between those 3.
Yeah, because the Skyborn just steals a lot of Ember, but the Bandola goes insane with rule of 6.
So I guess the net Ember difference between players might be similar because of the 2.23 steal, 1.5 might be... of the 2.23 Ember gain, 1.5 might be steal, so you kind of... Do you see what I mean?
No.
So you gain 3.5 Ember, period. You gain that, right?
Yeah.
But with Skyborn, you gain 2.2. Of which maybe 1.5 was stolen from your opponent.
Okay.
So the difference in you and your opponent might be similar.
Might be bigger, yeah.
Or might be bigger if 2 of them is still. But anyway.
Probably.
Interesting.
The difference is big though.
Yeah. The 3 pots that made the most tokens per turn. Panina's Dis, Funny's Dis, and Panina's Shadows.
Wait. Not Lorenzo's Untamed?
No.
Wow.
Per turn, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But Untamed has Massing at Midnight, which is already 3 tokens. Mm-hmm. And then it had a few more cards. Okay, I guess not that much.
But not even half a token per turn.
Yeah, that's odd. But maybe I'm thinking where the token generation comes from in Lorenzo's deck, and it's not a lot.
It's the Captain Pella.
Okay, yeah, if that ever triggers, then yes.
Yeah. Maybe need repeatable to get to here. Maybe need repeatable to get to here.
Maybe that was on the previous question.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Remind me, Panina
2 pods, then. Is that not the deck?
Is that the Katina Fiend deck?
I would assume so.
Was that Dorian's deck? Or was that funny one?
Funny Goldtooth was Easy Galina's deck. Actually, don't know.
And I think Penina, that must be Dorian's deck. Then. I think so.
Yeah.
And that generated a lot of tokens. That was the first game against the GR, and the GR did not care.
Yeah. The 3 pots that had the highest pick rate. What's a pick rate? I copied
how
this.
often you
choose selected. Okay.
Yeah, how often I went for Mars 50% of the time, and usually it's more. But I had a few games where I had to go on Tame several times. Me cycles the Geistoid, and then there's the other one. What's the other one? Claude?
Yeah.
Which one is that? Claude.
The Claudes. It's a deck name, so I don't
know.
I
get that, but which deck is that?
I don't know by heart who it belongs to.
You made the presentation.
I did, but I didn't look at all of them on purpose to just have a discussion. So, yeah.
Is this maybe a deck that was just kicked out really quickly and got to play 3 turns? Was it Nova's deck?
It could be, actually. It was an Ember Skies deck. Could be. But 50% in Mars. And even though you changed your strategy, in real, well...
I think there might have been one game against Mendola where I did not pick Mars, which is insane with ass.
Yeah.
I just grill it out on
So the 3 pots that had the lowest pick rate were Star Alliance.
It makes sense that it's also Claude.
Wow. 5%, yeah.
5%.
So there's this a house
once in 20 turns.
And the Suzerain, Star Alliance, 30%.
Yeah, because it plays... The Suzerain is the deck with all the junk restorations, right, from Benji Kennel.
Right.
And it just plays Geistoid over and over until it gets into the Mars stuff, and then it plays Mars.
and you
just play Star Alliance to either dump everything or play the Sea's Forge, and that's the only thing that you really want to.
So you've got 33% of your deck that you just almost never touch.
I mean, the Claude.
So you only need 2 good houses, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if you have enough discard clips and the junk also cycles really quickly, then technically one house could be blank, and you don't really care.
Could be.
I've thought about this. If you have a deck with 24 blank cards and you put in Ass's Mars, can you win against an average Archon deck? And I think you can.
What is an average Archon deck?
So not Flaming Chief, that's definitely not going to work. But if it's like I don't know, 80, 90 cess deck.
Nah, you're not going to win.
I think you will. You will.
No.
Because the blank cards are still divided into 2 houses, of course, so you cannot get rid of everything. But I think the UFOs you cycle so much.
If you are unlucky, you cannot win.
Okay, fair. In the best of 5.
Best of 5, you win maybe 2 or 1, I think.
I think, yeah.
Because you do need the guys to cycle.
Experiment. Not today.
Experiment.
We don't have Ass. Like, Ass
is not here.
Donald should have been here, but he's not. But that's a fun experiment.
It's a fun experiment. We can try it.
So I'm still waiting for my copy of Ass.
Yeah, we should have gotten some copies, but yeah.
But then we will, yes.
Then we will. The 3 decks with the highest check percentages in the tournament were Pupulok, Flaming Chief, me again.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, Pupilar that's because of the
this is
rotation
actually pretty crazy to me
stuff,
because I
right?
looked at Pupilar and was like, this is a crazy fast deck. And when I think about my deck, I don't think of it as a crazy fast deck. It does push Amber.
What might have helped is
that
one game where you were constantly being stopped by the portal monster.
Right.
And then you check every turn, and then you kill the portal monster, and you don't forge again, and you check again. And I think that's screwed with the stats, maybe a little bit, like not too much, but like a few percent.
Snoopy says that works, so I can't check, but I believe Record Keeper's Untamed was 4th or 5th. Okay. It was close at like 0.5 or something. Okay.
And then Auto. Okay, I don't know which one it is.
The 3 decks that forged the most keys in the tournament.
I mean,
Record
the winner is gonna forge the most keys unless the other decks play more games, but that's not very likely.
Next time, as you said, we could use player and deck name to help us remember deck contents. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably that would help. Yeah. Again, we can take improvements and feedback. The 3 decks that forged OG, Record Keeper, and Arya.
But that's surprising because it was not in top 4.
True. But if you have 2 1s and you lose 3-2...
And Bandola, people conceded, so I'm not sure if that still counts as 3 keys.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think only the key counts if it's in the log. So if someone concedes and you don't forge your third key, I don't think it gets added to the log.
And then Y, at some point you would also just concede because of a billion number.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. Yeah. Okay.
The 3 decks with the most key cheated per turn.
Oh wow, S suffered.
Yeah, you did.
It used to be 0.35 or something.
Yeah, it was higher.
Way higher.
It dropped.
And then I had to play Bandola. And then I didn't forge many, or I cheated many keys.
It's still higher than Bean, Watson, and Painted AI.
Yeah, so I had one horrible game for the start, but it was still enough.
Yeah, you did make a lot of those, Snoopy, and this is actually like a gold mine of data to dive into.
Yes.
So very happy.
But what you see on the previous slide is basically just the 3 Vodka decks.
The 3 Vodka decks. Yeah.
Vodka works for cheating keys.
It works for cheating keys.
Yeah.
And the 3 decks that made the most dunks per turn in the tournament. So now it's added together. So the Penina 1.38. Funny gold
per turn.
Oh, so Funny has in 3 houses around 0.4, which didn't quite make the top 3. But combined,
it wasn't there. It wasn't in the top 3.
Right?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think it was in the top 3.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah, Funny's this.
Funny's this. Okay.
0.7.
Yeah. Okay.
So that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And Lorenzo's deck doesn't make a bunch of tokens, but it still plays a lot of creatures.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. The 5 decks with the lowest turns per match were the Benefactor, Ass, Haze, Citizen, and Bandola.
Wait, 3? Okay, no, I get which one that is. The Benefactor is Nova's deck, and it conceded against Bandola.
Yeah.
So that drops both of those stats a lot.
It does, yeah.
So not considering that. Ass.
So if your deck plays fewer turns, you win.
Except
the
Benefactor.
So it goes, or you lose, because your opponent also plays the same amount of turns, roughly.
Yeah.
Except for if you can win on your turn, your opponent might have had more than you.
Yeah.
Right?
But then I did expect Knee in here. Because Ass played against Knee, those games were really quick.
Yeah.
But
6 turns is still fast, huh? 6 on average.
I've told you this, but maybe it might be a fun fact for the stream. When I was practicing Ass against Knee, I keep track of everything. I have like this huge Excel sheet, and it shows who I played against, which is usually myself and sometimes Tom. Then I show win or loss, like for all of the matchups. I show starting player, starting hand for me, starting hand for the opponent if I have that information, and number of turns. And against Ass versus Knee, I took the whole average out of 60 or 70 games, and the average time it took those two to play against each other was 5.6, which is insane.
Yeah, very, very fast.
And then Ass had like a win rate of 70%, so pretty much that determined the speed and the speed of the game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the winning deck determines the speed of the game.
But then Knee also didn't have a lot of disruption, only artifact control, so it could go as fast as it could.
It is like not a very interactive game.
No.
Not really. So the 4 decks with the highest turns per match: Pitbull, Vicari, AO, Tur, and Vi. I'm assuming Pitbull is a MM deck.
But MM played against MM.
So
and T Vicari won. So that should have been. Oh no, but T Vicari played more games, so probably it's the MM versus MM match. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Unless it's the red line versus red line. That could have been the one. That one took forever.
So you compare this to the winning. Like you played 3 games where Pitbull plays 1.
Yeah, I mean the length of the stream also
Pitbull
showed
and Vicari are the MM decks. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That makes sense. Makes sense. A completely different game. Completely different keyforge experience. The 6 decks with the fastest average first key turn in the tournament.
There you go.
Knee.
Yeah.
So as first key turn 4, but then turn
but
the
then
second and the third.
The other 2. But As really waits a long time to wait to forge the first key. That, that was the main problem against Shortsart sometimes. That by turn 6, if I didn't forge a key yet, I would lose because Shortsart would
you need that first key.
If I have one, I win. That's all I need. One key, because I cheat the other two.
Yeah.
And then Hayes, Suzerain.
And
Kovan, okay, yeah. Leem. Oh, Leem, that's against you. Oh, wow, okay. Nice. That's the one match against you.
Oh,
That's
really?
Leem, right?
Yeah. I could be. I don't remember. I think so.
Forgot.
I know what's in the deck. I know what's in the deck that I played. I know the cards, but I don't know the name. Yeah. The 3 decks with the slowest average first key.
Fraud! Oh no! Oh no!
Sheep!
Fraud! Oh no!
How is that
possible?
Yeah. It's a crap deck, right? No, it's not a crap deck. It's a great deck. But
there must have been some games where I dropped the stats.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ooh, that's interesting.
And then Tifakari is obvious Penina. Which one's Penina?
It's with tokens. It's a TFC deck.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Maybe it needs to build the Katina fields or something else. Yeah.
The 3 decks with it's not my typo, I copy pasted. Someone must have been tired. Doesn't matter. With the highest key differential per match. As and Shortsart. AOA.
Wow.
AOA best set. That's it.
But is that only the match you win?
No.
Or just in general? If you lose, it's also a big difference.
Yes. It could be minus.
Because then it would be Nova's deck, I thought. Oh no, wait, they never got to forge.
No, also, if you concede, then 1.42. 1.42. So, hey, Benji, welcome. So, and As is a super fast deck.
I think Benji just hit his head on the keyboard.
Yeah. Key differential is how many keys
Benji.
you forge relative to your opponent. So, on average, you forge 1.42 keys more.
But could it be negative?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It must be. I can look at all the stats, but then I mess up the stream, probably.
Because for Shortsart against As, Shortsart always forges 2 keys. That's basically what always happens.
Yeah.
More keys.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Then
but that's even more impressive for Shortsart then, because it lost relatively more games.
Yeah.
But it still had a high differential. Oh,
yeah. Wow. So the games that it won, it probably had like 3 zeros. A couple of 3 zeros, and then the 2-3.
Twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it makes a lot of keys. So Shortsart is still up there in.
Still up there, still going strong. Go Matze.
I think this is the last question.
So
I made it multiple choice, so I could recognize that it's the last one, and I wanted to end with a bang. Ooh. Which card generated the most amber per turn per play /disc?
Bad Penny.
Look over there.
No.
Oh, hey, it's spelled correctly.
My amber is stolen. No. So it's not going to be. It's too much to protect even in tournament.
Yes.
Wait, was it too much to protect?
Yeah. Does Shortsart not have too much to protect?
Oh right, Shortsart. Yeah. That one time he played it, he stole a lot of Ember. And then probably he played it one time for 1 or 2 Ember. Yeah.
C, Cats and Dogs says redline rotation.
I know before the finals it was redline rotation. And I didn't check the stats after the finals. It did steal one. I think it's redline. Let's go with redline.
Redline?
Yeah.
Redline?
Ooh,
yes,
yeah, okay.
It's redline.
Because key abduction, my deck was not the only one with key abduction, so sometimes I played for 1 Ember, and I also just played it for an Ember sometimes.
Redline is an insane card looking at these stats.
I mean, I could have told you that without stats.
I know. But like key abduction is an anomaly here because of As. But key abduction gives you a key probably.
Yeah.
But on average, it doesn't give you a key because it's 4.0 Ember.
So 6 Ember.
Yeah. No, so on average it generated 4.0. Yeah. So, but then redline is like, would you prefer a 9 Ember swing, or would you prefer on average, or would you prefer a key every like other 2 plays or something of key? I don't know how to relate that, but
I don't know what you want to say, but.
No, so like redline is a 9 Ember swing, so it's more than a key even, and key abduction is not a key worth of Ember.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but redline must have also been played for 1 Ember, and sometimes apparently just stole 5 or 6.
Yeah,
or so.
a lot, or like 10. There was this one game in the semifinals, I think, or Yeah, or the guaranteed key. Yeah.
Which one? The semifinals?
I think it was
Lorenzo against.
It was
Arya?
Cat Marrow's mimicry
that
red
was-
line, or there was something with red line stealing a lot of Ember.
Yeah, the red line versus red line in the game.
Probably.
You just played every
Yeah,
turn,
yeah,
and every
yeah.
turn install 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
keep up the stats. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was the trivia.
Nice.
Because now
Alliance!
we're moving on to Alliance. Yay.
So let's start with organization. It's you, right? You're the one.
Pretty much.
You took over from Riku. You.
It was
stole the
delegated.
idea.
It was delegated, in a
delegated,
very
okay.
smart way.
Riku was like, I don't care about alliance. Go.
No, Riku's done a lot of work, so I think he's happy to
Definitely.
hand over the thing. And Alliance is divisive, right? So people love it or they hate it, or like there's not really a middle ground. But
You like it. You
I
like
do.
alliance.
I do because you get to think about Keyforge in a different way and a bit more. Like there's this Archon, you can. Well, there's just so much to discover. Let's say you're scouring DOK, you're looking for this one pod, you're looking for this enhancement, and then you finally find it. You're trying to chase this person that owns it. Like I gotta get it.
There's no owner.
And then there's no
respect.
owner. You're like but
So
yeah.
for newer sets, it's easier because you kind of know most of the owners. People are still playing.
Yeah.
For old sets, it's really difficult.
But I think the restricted list is not great yet because there's some obvious misses that we will probably see in the Alliance tournament.
Yeah. So, I mean, alliance, but what are the rules?
I've got more. I've got like 4 slides on this. So
sorry,
hold your horses.
getting ahead of myself. Jesus.
But yeah, so
Just want to win something.
we
else.
choose Alliance because we wanted to kind of mimic the OP season from the GG events, right? So Alliance was the kind of logical next step. Sealed is a
might be
lot of
difficult.
work. It's a lot of work
It's
organizing.
really
So
difficult.
Sealed was something we were
And
not
then
ready to.
You cannot really
Yeah.
practice because you're not
No.
supposed to know
No.
the opponent's deck
No,
list.
so it's less interesting to watch as well, probably.
You have no clue what's going
Because
on.
then Sealed do generate every dex every new game, or like it's so Alliance
I
is
wouldn't know how to do
the
it.
next one that makes sense.
Yeah.
Adaptive or Kagi or is done by other people. Alliance.
Cool.
So we did get
Forward
some.
was great. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
We did get some feedback because we opened the feedback form on the Archon tournament. So the format was great, but some people wanted the group stage or another chance for round 1 losers. And I'm gonna first get all the feedback, then each feedback point I'll cover what we thought about it. Some people wanted more transparency on who gets invited.
Okay.
There were some. Yeah.
I thought most people who get invited just accepted, and I know there was maybe 1 or 2 that didn't, probably. For the Archon, do you know?
I don't know because I did not send out the invites. But it's more like who qualifies for the invites, right? So what do you need to have done in the previous seasons to get invited?
Are you going to answer this one? Because I
will.
Give
I
a
will.
few thoughts.
I will. Then someone made a good point. Showing statistics or not could be a potential advantage, especially of course like control the weak, mark of this, or it could be. But I also get back to this. Why?
Like in between rounds, you mean that they show some cards
So let's say
perform better
you
than
see that
others.
you play Mars 50% of the time.
Yeah.
Then you're obviously not controlling the weak into Mars. But then again, it's very. I think if you work on averages, you might hit.
You want to buy some viewers?
Oh, I gotta use the ban hammer on this person. How do I do that? Likely ban evader.
No, not working.
Unable to fetch account.
Maybe they're already done. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, showing statistics or not, and then some more background on players. So
What do you mean more background on players?
So like a background story. So I know you, right? And I can tell you like, or Dr. Sheep, where he lifted Sydney at the,
I thought
at
the
the
player,
KFC. And
the
then
player profiles already worked.
they work. They
miracles.
work. Yeah, they do. But some people want more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's valid
I mean,
feedback. Yeah.
One of the feedback points that I gave was it was a bit too quiet for the last round. So if you want to combine these ideas, then maybe in the last rounds you give a bit more background on the finalists and the semi-finalists.
Yeah, indeed.
Something like that. I don't know.
So, first, the format. I'll start by saying that we keep the format the same because we need to be able to handle the load. if we did 2LO, for instance, you would have 2 weeks of a lot of matches.
Yeah.
Or if we did a group stage, we would have 3 weeks or 2 weeks of a lot of matches.
I also wouldn't really like group stage, probably.
So that's one reason. And the second is that the time frames have to stay a bit short. Otherwise, the tournament's going to run for a long time.
The tail would be really long, because then you get the losers semifinals, then maybe losers finals together with winners.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps dragging on.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
So we did have some discussion in the media team. We made a poll. Like, what do you guys think? Based on the feedback we got, most of the feedback was positive for the tournament structure. So we keep it the same.
I mean, I feel like it builds more to the hype.
It's very exciting.
I felt nervous. I mean, you felt nervous. I felt nervous when I had to play my games. I was like, shit, if I have one horrible draw, I have 2 chances to make up for it. Thank God. But if you're out, you're out.
So even the best of 3, kind of like, imagine not having 2LO at a Vault Tour with not best of 3. So 1 game out. That'd be horrible. That'd be horrible.
Absolutely horrible.
That'd be horrible. So best of 3 already kind of gives you that, like,
and
one
you
loss
can be
is not
fucked
the
with
end
the
of the
matchup.
world.
Like, that's something that can happen. That's something that did happen.
Yes.
And will.
So,
but that also allows for upsets. Like,
it does.
Yeah, I like it.
You want to say that? What was the upset?
The upset. Leap. Do you remember that deck, Tom?
Yeah.
It was one of them. There were a few. Short Swords was definitely an upset against Isvets.
True. So also the transparency of who gets invited. So pretty much in order of priority, let's say. World champs, past and present. And I'm speaking for the Alliance tournament, but pretty much this is for Archon, was true to an extent as well. Vault Warriors, national champs, runner-ups.
Runner-ups to nationals, vaults, and worlds? Or?
So runner-ups also in like world runner-up.
Yeah.
Then some Vault Tour. I think it was the runner-ups mainly was the Open and the Worlds.
Okay.
Because that were the biggest fields.
Yeah.
And for the world champs, the top 8 is also considered. And we have some honorary invites as well. And with honorary invites, it's people that are advocating certain formats or are very present or compete in a lot of tournaments. Just keep making the top 4. Actually.
I mean, he was in World's top 4 as well, so you can know.
No, but you get the drift, right? Like someone that you know is like an awesome player, or like KFPL champions, NKFL diamond players, that kind of stuff. We don't have that for Alliance.
And I think you would also want a good spread over the world in terms of where communities are, right? So you would want...
We try.
Yeah.
Try. But pretty much this is the main thing. Which is also in the invite, right? We're collecting all the world champs, world warriors, national champs, and runner-ups.
Yeah. And the honorary, I guess, is a bit more fake.
It's a bit more fake.
Some of the questions may come from.
Could be. Yeah.
I don't know. Deal with it.
Yeah. So in the end, it's a discretionary thing. So.
I mean,
being transparent in the choice, I think, is good, so people know, right? Yeah. And then we showing the statistics or not? I haven't decided yet. My assumption is that all the top level players already do their homework, so they know. And even if you know that Control the Weak hits in 50% of the chances, in the match, it's not like... you need to read your opponent.
I don't think there was a deck that actually had Control the Weak.
No, but this is hypothetical.
Like, right? Okay, so that to start with. So for Alliance, if there's like a Control the Weak lockout, maybe it also doesn't matter that much because it's really situation dependent. I know for myself that statistics were mostly fun, but I did not use them at all to prepare for my match. I just play 50 games or 60 games. I keep my own statistics.
So you do your own homework, and you build your own pool of knowledge from that, and then either the generic statistics support your stuff, or they make you question you a little bit. But they're skewed as well.
They're skewed.
Because of the matchup, they're skewed.
Or because certain cards appear in multiple decks, they can be very skewed. Or
because
matchup,
if you just look at the at the statistics, you think Key Abduction is the best card ever.
I mean, it is.
But it is in Ass.
Oh.
It's not in a different deck. So
I mean, there's a few Key Abduction decks.
True.
But there's also a few Redline decks. It just shows that the card on average is good.
That shows the card on average is good. But I think
But it's
we will still show all of the statistics we think are relevant because
I would be curious to hear otherwise, but I don't think any player actually uses statistics to really prepare for that match. I find it hard to believe.
No, I didn't use it either, and I saw all of the statistics.
Yeah.
So maybe one of the reasons
Yeah,
why I
advantage.
didn't, maybe why I didn't do that because I didn't want to have an unfair advantage or something. But yeah, well. And then the last one, more background on players.
Yeah.
Cool to have maybe some more stories because some players are a bit lesser known. Maybe we have some Asian players where only Riku might know some stuff, or even from China. I don't know, Korea. And then how do you get like good background or stories from the locals? It would be cool to fill the time or build some nice stories from that. But
I mean, the player profiles, as I mentioned, already help a lot. It might be fun to publish some really short questions to the players and see what they answer. Put some montage together or something.
I'm thinking about previously. I think it was just a Discord question we sent like, "Hey, can you provide these and these?" Might be easier to send like a forums invite where we get the picture and get some details already if they are willing to share. But yeah, so we'll work on that.
This one, you can be very creative with this one.
Can be, but it does cost a lot of time. 32 people is a lot of people.
And there's always going to be some people that you don't highlight then, or maybe they don't even want to be highlighted.
Oh, exactly.
If I get kicked out round one, then don't put the spotlight on me, please.
Yeah.
Let's do a 1 hour interview with this guy that just got kicked out.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so that was the feedback, and now we'll get the basics. Single elimination best of 3.
Right.
The current restricted list will be in effect.
Okay.
So if you had a what Kaka deck that you performed well with in 2024,
it's gone.
Unless it's Ass, you cannot use it.
Archon Dex is fine.
Archon Dex is fine. So the new restricted list is in effect.
Okay, but that's for the restricted list.
Yes.
And then, of course, the obvious question is, how about Eratas?
The Eratas, obviously, the latest TRG is in effect. And there was a question in Discord already on Missile Officer Myers.
Exactly.
If it was already implemented on TCO. And NetMike, I think, replied that he did submit a pull request, but it was not deployed yet, so he's chasing that. But when we have the judges, the latest errata, latest tournament rules and guidelines will be in effect as well.
Okay, I mean, it's only going to matter for the Missile Officer Myers, probably. I don't think there would be anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see a lot of new builds and brews. That's actually very exciting.
Amber Skies, maybe. Yeah. I'm excited what people will bring, actually.
There's Coda suddenly opens up to a lot more room for building stuff. Like, that's cool.
Coda stock rising. Yeah. So it will begin starting beginning of May. Kickoff stream planned for the 4th of May.
Oh, okay.
Preliminary planned, right?
Okay.
And it probably will end the first week of June.
So we have a month break, basically. I think that's good.
Yes. And we try to avoid Vol Tours. We can't fully avoid them. There's one Vol Tour in the middle of May that we're running over, and I think it's Roseville.
Is it the first or second one?
Second one. So Rochester's the first one.
Yeah.
I think Roseville is the second one.
So there might be players who are invited here, but also have to go to the Vol Tour.
Yes. So we'll have to find a way around that. Yeah. And maybe that might help with shifting some games a little bit into other weeks. We'll see how that works to keep the balance of the games a little bit in. Because there's a lot of games week 1, less week 2, 3, 4, and then kind of the hype slowly kind of grinds out. So yeah, that's the basics.
We have one of the rules that everything has to be played on TCO, and that's still the case, right?
There was not a rule that... No?
I thought there was.
If we could play in real life, we would have.
really, I thought everything needed to be captured by TCO, also for stat purposes and stuff.
Yeah, okay, so that was before we did the stats. That's a good question, actually.
I would assume everything plays on TCO because it's easier to record.
It's easier to record and easier to capture, indeed. Yeah.
And to be honest, TCO just keeps track of everything. And in
realistically,
real life,
I don't think it's gonna happen that.
It could.
No, like you could only play it in real life if you were able to like stream it like this, right? That would be.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of people.
It would be really awkward if we play a game and then someone makes a mistake.
Well,
and you don't catch it.
I'll give you a spoiler. It's not gonna happen because I'm not in the tournament.
Okay. If there's two Americans that live in the same state and they decide to play and they make a mistake and only get catched afterwards by one of the
no, but it has to be
viewers.
live streamed and it has to be that would be
but it's going to be on YouTube and people say, oh, but this was not right. Like that happens with tabletop. It used to happen all the time.
Okay. Well, to be discussed. I don't think it's going to be relevant, but a good point you're making.
I would say TC.
Okay, well, noted.
Okay.
The players so far.
So this has been confirmed.
These are the people that said yes.
13 confirmed players. Wow.
Already. I sent them out like 7 hours ago.
I mean, we have the 2 world champions. That's it.
Donut's Dad, Damat.
Wow.
Mark H, my play-in sealed opponent from Worlds. Cat Marrow, double qualifier, kind of, for the Final Refrain.
Nice.
Siv of Angmar,
also
another one. Got Philo, got Arentalon, Chimera, Harmed, another double qualifier.
Hey, nice.
Got Donkey Forge, our good friend, the owner of Ass.
Might not play Ass.
Probably not, no. We got Essie Steele, Sydney, Dave C, and Gurlami so far.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, 3 Italians, right?
3 Italians so far.
A lot of Americans.
Yeah.
A lot of Americans.
Yeah.
2 Dutch guys.
Yeah. So these are the people so far. There's still invites going out.
It was sent out today.
It was sent out today. So the Europeans woke up and they...
These are the people that were like, yes, Alliance, let's go.
Go.
30 people. Bam.
Yeah. There will be a wave 2 probably.
Because you sent out 32 invites?
No, I did not send out 32 yet. Fewer.
Did someone not reject explicitly? You don't have to say names.
Not yet. Not yet. No.
Good for Lions. Wow.
Yeah, no one rejected so far. Some doubts on availability, maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it. So I'm quite happy with this already. So 13.
Day 1, day 1. Like first few hours.
Yeah, very quick. I think we'll get to 32. We do want players that bring something to the tournament, so we're not going to just fill up randomly at the end. I think we don't have to. There's enough good Alliance players that we still have our eye on. There's also some community members that are relatively new that I have my eye on that maybe I want to bring in if we don't make 32. But if for some reason we don't get 32, maybe we'll consider some seeding. And maybe we'll consider some seeding anyway. That's still to be discussed. So
I mean, yeah. Seeding, I'm not sure, but I could imagine that if it turns out to be 28 or 30, that you would give the World Champs
a bye. Which is seeding, pretty much.
Okay.
Kind of. That's what I consider seeding. Yeah.
I thought seeding that you make sure Donut's Dad and Damat do not play each other. But that would be fun if it's an option.
It's kind of the same thing. If you give the buy, then
that's fair.
So that if and seeding is something we might consider or might not, to be determined. Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
So Alliance, cool list. Great players already. Still more great players to come. If you look at Arcana, or then you probably know who got an invite so far. You ask your friends. When we know more who's going to join, then we'll update the Discord as well. So now this is just the kickoff stream. We'll put it in the announcements in Discord and update as we go.
Cool. Yeah, I still have some players that I feel like should be on this list. So
they probably are,
step it
but
up.
Maybe not accepted yet. Yeah.
Maybe some frog with legs,
maybe,
for example.
Maybe.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's usually the deck that gets mentioned, and the player that gets mentioned.
Yeah,
would be cool.
Yeah, would be cool. Who knows? Maybe he has an invite already.
And then in terms of for the Archon, there were a lot of content creators, right? And I feel like not all the content creators actually streamed the game. So is there any changes on that side?
The media team kind of stays intact. Not everybody responded on I'm going to cover.
Yeah.
Time zones turn out to be difficult for some people.
Yeah,
so we are really going to try to cover everything. But yeah, and maybe some new content creators can show up. So if anyone knows anyone or wants to help out, please reach out to us, because the more the merrier. And the more hands the better, because we'll be having 16 games in 1 week.
Yeah, so first week, definitely more help is needed.
Yeah, so let's say there's 5 people covering it, it'll be covering 3 games each.
Yeah.
And maybe more.
First week is really
So the first week is the one where we need.
And I was thinking, could you spread it out over 2 weeks? But then everyone is going to schedule it at the end of the second week anyway.
So you would say left side of the bracket week 1, right side of the bracket week 2.
Maybe.
It's an option, but then you run longer into June. There's holidays. People with kids, they tend to leave early June, I think, in the Netherlands at least. So
it might be worth, if it's only 1 week, it might be worth it.
Maybe we still have a week, a month roughly before, more or less before it starts. So
I'm already looking forward to the kickoff. Like, spin the wheel and see who matches up against each other. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, indeed. All right. So
cool.
Archon games,
dude. We're talking about alliance over here.
I don't have my alliance here.
I brought my alliance.
I'm still waiting on a pod from Canada, and then my alliance is completed.
With this pod?
Maybe.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Apparently it was snowing very hard, so I still.
So if we have 31 players, then we have 1 honorary, non-biased.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. It would not look great. So, yeah, my only alliance achievement was, I think, in Nationals, where I lost. Did you win the? No, I lost the semi-final to you.
Yeah.
And then I lost to Isvet and Adri Repescal in Spain, the number 1 and number 2.
But that was before top 8, right? Or was
that was in the normal before the top 8. Yeah. So I faced the number 1 and the number 2, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That kind of sucked. And I think I could have changed that tournament completely if I was fully on the mark. Because I saw my mistake like right after that.
Yeah. Like, if you knew how to play my Geistoid pot correctly,
yes. Yeah.
then it would have been very
There were a lot of lessons learned from that tournament.
But also my Geistoid pot really fits the rest of my deck.
I still ended up with 1 trophy. I still won the steel there, so that was still a success story.
So steel's next? That would be nice. I would be invited for all 3.
I would be invited for all 3. Look at my I'm the best player in the world. Okay.
I had to mention it.
Yeah. So
let me switch.
Yeah. So let's see. I switched up my setup. Let's play some.
Let's see if I can get a chair behind you.
Yeah, you can. I did try that. Whoa! Oh, the light.
I broke a light. Oh,
no, the light is pretty. The light is pretty bright. I think it still should be good. This should still be able to be moved.
Oh.
There we go.
This might be a little bit in the way now.
Yes. But I put it here. It's still a little bit in the way, but that's okay. There. Camera. There, bear with us, guys. Turn that one on. Oh, there you go. Harm?
Oh, hello.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. This setup to me is a bit more. I got more space.
I mean, can
you
we
got a bit less?
Well, I'm hitting my shoulder over here, so yes, thank you.
There you go. Alright, right? Watch the cables there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do.
We got no
Get
internet
rid of the
anymore.
cables.
So yeah, this is the first one with this lighting setup. I think it should be fine. The left side is a little bit less. So let me try boosting this light a little bit.
But I'm already excited for Alliance.
Oh man, me too. Me too.
It's, I'm not as excited as Sydney, but
Sydney is mega excited, and that's one of the people that just had to be in the tournament. Right?
I mean, I can imagine that's definitely the honorary invite, and I don't think anyone will complain. I cannot imagine.
No.
If anyone loves Alliance and has been in Africa as much as Sydney, then let me know, because I would love to get to know that person. I don't think that's possible.
So what did you bring? What do I need to play?
Oh, I just thought I would play this Vault Master 24 Geotech Spain deck that I might have opened because I couldn't really sell a display. And then there turned out to be 2 or 3 really good decks in it. So
okay, this is the one I got from the interwebs.
oh, Karudo, yeah, that's right.
And watch me get wrecked by a random VM deck.
So this one you bought online from a known player. Do you want to share? Do you not want to share?
I don't remember actually.
Oh, okay. Is it an English deck?
Yes.
And is it a candidate for NKFL, or are you?
It's a candidate.
Are you gonna use it for sure?
Candidate. It's one of the. Look at this. It's so awesome sleeves.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I pull up the deck list as well.
That's cute.
Yeah. If you can maybe sleeve my deck, I pull up the deck list. So
sure.
Try to work out that way. Decks keyforge.
Let me make
What's
this
your
deck
what's,
fellas. Is
who? Bundle.
I actually forgot the sass.
90 sass.
90 sass.
It's a sassy deck.
I think it hugely depends on one specific card, and if it doesn't draw that one, it doesn't play as well.
Really?
Well, I think it will be obvious if you pull up the deck list.
Keyforge stream.
Oh yeah, Empyrean Charge. This is the Titan Sentry deck.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing there's no archiving in Vault Master.
Well, I can archive for you, don't worry.
Oh right, yeah, the Titan Sentry.
Okay. Harm
a little bit.
Is, and then Carviudo.
Wow, I have so many.
I remember. I bought it from Italian player.
It's English, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but from an Italian player. It was the best sell I've ever had, honestly. It was super quick to respond.
Oh, in that sense, okay.
Yeah. No, like
I ripped them off.
like responded in like 2 minutes, and then just the price was decent. Like everything was good. Gotta head off.
Nice.
Catch the VOD later. See you, Snoopy. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Snoopy.
Thanks for your work.
And all the other work, yeah.
Yes. Carudo. Now let me get those in here. Deck 1.
Ooh, double pipped Quantum Compass.
Oh yeah.
Logos pipped double. Oh, that's interesting.
So we got this here.
Oh, here's all the pips. Jesus.
Deck number 2.
Double Skippy?
Is harm, and it's is.
I have a sweet spot for our scope. Basically, because it won me the sealed open finals.
Yeah.
Love the card.
So let me take care of the overlay a little bit. Should be good like this.
Do you have more sleeves?
Do I have more sleeves? Yes, I do.
I need 2 more.
Fab hooligans in the chat.
Maybe 3.
Oh no. So it might be one of the gymnasts that I coach.
Why did you tell him about stream?
Well, yeah. Good question. Riku, welcome. What did I miss? Well, you missed.
You missed everything leading up to the first game.
All of the trivia. Yeah.
So you still have some questions ready?
And the introduction of the Alliance format. Yeah.
So Riku, does the winner of the full tour in Vietnam for Alliance, do they still play?
The winner of the in Vietnam.
Yeah. Did you invite anyone from Vietnam or China, Taiwan, Korea?
Could be.
Needs to be represented, right?
So only, I think, generally, I'll only share the people that accepted the invite.
Ah, right. Okay, right? That's fair. That's fair.
Right. Oh, messing it up. Professional streamer here. I couldn't hear clearly what Harm said. Oh, is this sound bad?
Uh-oh.
No, I think it's good.
Maybe it's my...
I only heard Alliance winner Vietnam something.
Yeah, exactly. Do they still play?
I don't know.
There you go.
So this is the first time I play this in real life.
Steal your keys.
You want you want odd or even to start?
Odd.
Suits you, right?
There you go. Always odd.
If you're shuffling, then I'm shuffling.
Yeah, sure. I've been shuffling for the entire time. So, 3, 4, 5.
What do you have in your deck, by the way? You've got a lot of amber. Is that what it's doing?
That's basically Vault Master. It's just a lot of ember.
Riku doesn't know. All VT templates in there. Okay. A lot of amber.
Yeah, this is not what I want.
That's not what I want.
No, look, it's a lot of actions and a lot of removal in a hand. Yeah, no.
Okay. Interesting.
So is there already a talk of side events being planned or played in the Alliance Final Refrain?
Yet.
No?
Not yet.
Oh.
Well, there are ideas, but we haven't crystallized.
Okay.
Let's say.
Asking for no particular reason. Is this mine?
Yes. No. Yes. Yours.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to keep this. Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the Kirby, obviously. Give me the Kirby.
The subject Kirby.
Show me. Commander Chan. Go. With the draw, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, not the first turn.
Oh, horrible.
Okay. Logos. Candle unit.
Okay.
Scrap Brillix Ponder to draw. Information exchange.
Sure.
Yeah.
Still everything while you're
So, like, are you watching me when I draw my cards and my reaction?
I mean, this was really obvious.
Because I looked at your. I
didn't see that you looked here.
Okay.
I just saw like a glimpse, like a smile on your face. I was thinking he drew something that is either really good or really bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great.
It's
But
not great.
like generally, when you're in a tournament setting, you would also reason like to observe your opponent because that was kind of a giveaway.
Yeah, so
in a way.
I hear a lot of talk about people actually looking at where cards are in the hand and keeping track of that.
I don't.
I've never done that before. That's too much mental capacity.
I usually just look at the person.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm focused on everything here.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Unless there's like one card that they're really contemplating to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Discarding this. Taking a number. Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say Untamed because a lot of Untamed. Full Moon is back.
There we go.
And then we're gonna
the information exchange.
first we draw, right?
Yeah.
And then we get a number.
You got the Dark Queen as well.
I got Ramook. And let me play both of them.
Okay.
Just get rid of that thing. And gain 2 more Ember. And then discard Savage Clash.
That wasn't bad. I can can survive this.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
3 creatures. I got rid of yours. I got 3 amber.
Yeah. So,
I draw 4 cards. You know, it's not horrible, but pretty good. I like it.
Okay.
Swap monsters, you know.
Okay.
Your expectations are way too high.
Geistoid. Skipper Huko. Wait, that's not a Geistoid card. It's enhanced.
Yeah, okay. I got that.
Goalkeeping.
I also just realized that Mushtigmar mooks might be in the way.
Hurting you.
Let's see. That's what we'll find out.
So ready and friendly Geyser Keeper. I don't have to use it yet. I'll put a Tribute Collector here and a Stratowise. And I am going to reap and capture. Oh, yeah, true.
And then you.
Yeah. Reap and capture and exalt your
my dudes.
Flanks.
Yes. Pretty good.
Then I'll say your turn.
Okay. It's not great. It's not bad. We'll go with Starlines. Oh, I still have that thing. That's good. We'll start with a survey with an Ember and a damage. And I'm not sure yet about damage.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's just there.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually what it's supposed to do.
Sure.
We'll leave that on top and discard the Terror because I don't think that's ever gonna trigger.
Let me change this, by the way. It's annoying me.
What thing?
No, it's just too big.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Okay. But pay attention because I play Subject
No,
Kirby
no,
with 2 Ember Pips.
Okay.
And then we'll play Yerk with an Ember Pip. And discards Gloriana's Attendant. Seems like a good idea. We'll give this thing a Detention Coil.
Sure.
And this is where the Murmuk start hurting me.
Yes.
Because we'll reap with
gonna sacrifice in one turn.
Yeah.
Run it into the Tribute Collector.
But reaping is basically the same thing.
It is. So except for damaging it.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay.
So there you go.
Check at 8.
Check at 8. For 8. Yeah, it's not great. I haven't
great.
actually played this deck, so I don't know how to play it. But this doesn't seem great.
Interesting.
Is it now?
It is.
Is it though?
Not haunted. Ooh. The Detention Coil is annoying.
Oh, thank God.
It's very annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kinda is.
Yeah.
Options.
I'm observing you.
Yes.
Seeing what. now I'm just focused on it.
I'm making hard even better. What am I doing?
I mean, to be honest, you did make me a lot better. I remember with a few of the first games we played, and then we played with open hands at some point, and that you opened my eyes to some things that I didn't really realize before.
And it's biting me in the ass every time I play.
Well, I hope it was. You know, I will hope I also made you a bit better.
No, yeah, of course. No, we definitely made each other better. Yeah. So, it's distracting me now.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to see some sweet things.
Yeah. Cool. There's a cute thing I can do, and there's the solid thing I can do.
Be solid.
I think I should do solid. So I'll choose the Geistoid Horoscope. I'll play in here somewhere for Ember. And discard 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I should have done cute.
This was the solid thing, right?
This was the solid
How
thing.
many cards did you already have in your discard?
6 or something.
6. So you could have kept on to it. Held on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. So if there's
but I didn't expect these discards like the junk and.
So for Ember Skies, if there's only one in here somewhere in the deck, I almost always hold on to it if I'm not holding it.
Really?
Yeah. And
the thing is that
something I didn't used to do.
I can stop you now for sure, and I can potentially set up more Ember for me.
Sure.
And otherwise, maybe there were some awkward things. So reap.
I mean, this is already annoying.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of ember.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much ember control I have.
This has to fight here.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Because
this is the solid part.
Because of the tension.
And then I discard a card. And I discard Reap the Wild Wind.
Oh.
See, that could have been good or bad.
And
assuming how many
you're haunted, right? So you capture one.
Yeah, so I capture one.
Okay.
And this cannot fight. So it's going to Reap as well.
Oh, yeah.
And 7.
Yeah.
And that's going to be that.
Okay, not too bad, right?
Not too bad.
Ooh. Yeah, so I can make you forge, but that seems really bad. I feel like I like my board.
You do.
So I have to. Yeah, let's go this. I haven't gone this yet. Do you have artifact control in your deck? I didn't really check.
Skippy.
Ooh. Okay, anyway. Obsidian Forge.
Oh, hello.
Let's go. And the main thing...
Yeah, I think it's just Skippy.
I'll play 3 Fates, which is the card that I saw with the survey.
Okay.
And I was looking at your board, and it was either 3 Fates or the Terror.
So these 2 are going to go?
Yeah, those are going to go for sure. And the thing is, I don't want you to forge. So I shouldn't kill my Mermook or my Yurk. So I have to kill my
that hurts. That hurts a little bit.
Which is annoying, but I get a fuck ton of ember for it.
Yeah.
And I'll fear this thing back to your hands.
Well now.
And I'll reap with Yurk. There you go. That seems pretty decent. And I'm not sure how much the strange gizmo is in the way. That's always interesting. So you check with 13.
Yeah.
But keys cost 8, so you know.
So I'm going to go with
Draw 3.
Logos. Discarding Skippy.
Okay, so you use it and kill nothing. Yeah.
And then draw a card.
Yeah.
And then play Root Access. Discard the bottom card of your opponent's deck. This is the bottom card?
That's the bottom card. Star Alliance.
Well, great.
Thank you.
And then I'll play Quantum Compass for 2 ember.
Yeah, you're probably going forge.
Probably for sure.
And this is a good idea that you had, because else I would have used it and I could have still used more creatures.
So placeholder.
Where are you gonna kill? Yeah.
Discard Vested Herald.
Okay. Oh.
Put that in your archive.
Sure.
Move the Yurk over there.
Yeah.
Move the Yurk over there.
Okay.
Kill it. It's like a Yurk dance. That's it.
That's it.
So you forge and then...
I forge for 8. Oof.
Yeah.
This game is not going as expected.
I'm not sure if I like this matchup with
Strange
Ember
Gizmo
flying
or...
I don't know. Just
Ember
in general.
Oh, the ember.
The ember.
You think it's too much ember?
I think so.
Well, I'm gonna make a lot of ember. Say Star Alliance.
Oh no.
Actually, wait. Well, the thing is, I really want to use those 2 as well, right?
Maybe.
I do want to use those 2.
So you still have... Oh, there's a bit of a...
Oh, this is... Okay, I'm gonna go for the cute play. You were talking about cute plays?
Yeah.
I'll show you a cute play. Okay, I'll say Untamed. And I'll play Came Back Wrong on Subject Kirby.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll pick up the archives if that's okay. I forgot. Is that okay?
Yes.
Casual games, yeah.
That's how you win or lose a Vault Tour.
It might be. No comment. So, I do get the Ember Pips.
Yeah.
We checked this today.
Yeah.
I do get the play effect.
Yeah.
And then it dies.
Yeah. All correct.
And because it dies, Bones... Oh, wait.
Oh,
but it doesn't do anything.
No.
No, it doesn't actually work.
I don't think it gets ready.
Well, something
You
died.
play it first.
It was destroyed.
Then... Is it...
You mean it's this turn, so it's after...
I don't know.
But then again, it doesn't do anything. That's what I did really.
It's after.
Anyway, so it doesn't matter. Grave Pixie, hello. And the attendant just to draw cards. Oh, hello.
Hey, you got 2 of them. One of them without the pip, and one of them. Or was there one I I didn't see a pip there. Yeah. Oh shit.
I'll read twice.
So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay.
I'll play Nature's Call.
Oh my god.
And I'll bounce these 2.
And not the Mamook and hold it in your hand?
No. I'll play the attendant.
This
I'll
is
play
not going well.
Grave Pixie.
Wait, it gets the play effect. Yeah.
That's what Captain Gale told us.
And we trust Captain Gale.
He has a lot of keyforge knowledge about really obscure things.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
So,
ready everything.
After you forge a key, destroy each creature.
With 12.
Artifact.
Draw 2.
So I'm forging for 8, and everything gets killed.
Everything dies.
And all the artifacts and everything.
Oh, artifacts as well. That's too bad.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, hey.
I mean, did you even use that quantum compass? No, you just played it.
For the 2
not too bad. Okay.
So it's a race, kind of.
It's a race.
It's a race.
What does it say? I don't think that's right, but let me. Okay. Yeah, well,
if you can correct this, that's fine. Judge!
Doesn't get the pips though.
I'm gonna go for logos. No, it's bad. It's so bad. It's both bad.
Do you have Effervescent in the deck?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Do you have Ember Control?
I have Ember Control in a different way. Trade secrets, information exchange, capture pips.
Those are all in there.
Yeah. Like pretty much everything
okay.
in there.
I'll be fine then.
But logos, doppelganger.
Oh, and the Grave Pixie actually goes to my archives.
Of course, yeah. Sloppy lab work. Where I archive a card. And I discard a card. I think I discard the Fortune Reversal.
Hey, you don't really want to play Aquadon?
Sometimes, but not really.
So what was the cute play last turn, or do you not want to say anything yet?
I still have some cards in my hand.
Okay, then don't.
Cute play.
Cool. So I forge for 6.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll say Starlines. And we'll start with...
Forge for 6 and you still have 6.
Yeah.
And you got... Oh my.
And I'm gonna get more pips.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. Event Horizon. Nope. 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 Exhume!
The Kirby.
On the Kirby!
Oh no, here we go.
Boom.
Wow.
Calculated for 2 more pips.
Calculated. No way. Screw you, dude.
Oh god. I don't even have a creature to play with it.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'll play Light of the Archons. And
2,
Quartermaster Body.
8, 10, 12, Amber.
It's gonna get worse.
Oh no, you didn't capture anything.
I'll play Stealth Mode.
Oh my god. No.
And that is it. Go ahead, check with... What did you say? 13. 13.
Well.
Yeah. Do we have a conclusion?
The card says play a creature, then attach this card as an upgrade to it, which means it happens.
Yeah, that's what
I said they should have added a dot. It would have made it
that
more
would have
clear.
made it more clear. Yeah.
So
It says and attach.
and
So you attach. I guess you do attach afterwards, and then it gains -2 power and poison. Yeah. Okay.
so play and attach.
Which is really good with Kirby and Exhume.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
The more you know.
So I
That's
got
why I like
all
this
of
deck.
this,
Yeah.
but I can't play
A lot of
it.
stuff you cannot play. Well, you can play that one or that
I
one.
can.
And then get rid of
I-
30 numbers.
I lose. Yeah. No, so
God.
I had High Street Churn, Insurance Policy, and
And the
Yeah.
reverser?
no the
No, not the fortune reverser.
yeah I had the Fortune Reverser instead of the Insurance Policy, and Read the Wild Wind, where I could have
Yeah, that's.
maybe
I mean,
with all the Amber pips.
you know how
I
much,
had,
much pips I have, yeah.
Yeah.
That could backfire really badly.
probably not good. But you have an insane hand, I can tell. You have a nice follow up.
I have 2 cards,
Yeah.
which is just really funny. Because I can play Full Moon, and I'll Dark Queen Gloriana for an Ember. I bounce the Kirby, then I play Kirby for 3 Ember, and then I play any other cards.
Wow.
And Pixie for another 2.
Okay. I'd like a rematch. See if it,
sure.
if it does it again. Oh, Daddy.
It probably doesn't.
Oh, Daddy. It didn't help me. Yeah.
I felt like I did get a good start.
Yeah, and I felt like I had some awkward turns maybe, but it wasn't bad either.
Best of 3 then.
The strange gizmo is a strange card.
It's a strange card.
Time it well.
It's in the name.
But I don't think this deck likes a deck that makes a bazillion Ember.
Yeah, that's why I asked for the Ember control, and apparently I don't think your deck has much, right?
No, information exchange, security detail. It's got capture pips.
Security detail is also very temporary.
Trade secrets, where I can archive quite a bit of Equidom.
Yeah.
And then
archive it takes some time to set up.
Yeah, it takes some time to set up.
You don't have the time.
I don't have the time. Apparently.
Or you blow up your own quantum compass.
So the thing is that this deck works really well versus Ass, Pendola.
Yeah, because Titan Sentry, right?
Because of Titan Sentry, because of the Vested Herald scrapping.
And you go pretty quick.
And go pretty quick. And I use your archive to force, so there's a lot of things you cannot do that you want to do. Sure. But then
this
normal
is a very
rush decks.
Yeah. This is very typical.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a trap.
VM is not
it's kind
typical,
of a trap.
but it's typical.
It's a little bit of a trap. You're looking for decks, and you test it against like these super great decks, but
so your testing needs to be balanced. And
yes.
You just picked all the highest level decks.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna be interesting.
But this has happened before, right?
If you go to a Voltor and then you play Pendola and you immediately win against it, but then you play some random WoW deck and then you lose.
Yeah, it happens.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
It happened before?
Yeah, so I get to choose to start or...
oh yeah, sure.
No, but it happened before in testing where we're building alliances and we iterate and then your alliance becomes really good against mine or mine against yours.
I've warned you about this a few times.
Yeah. But...
I told you sometimes you build alliances specifically to counter me.
Yeah, but that's not 100% true though. Like like the dominant archetypes. That's what you build against.
Yeah.
But then you maybe forget the
have some weird flop deck that you're like, what the fuck?
Like, this is an odd deck. It's not. It's
the Vault Master is an odd set because it does a few things well.
I'll go first.
Okay. It has a lot of creatures. That was the case for 23, and I think that's also the case for 24. It rushes really quick.
Yeah.
Usually with shadows, but Untamed gives a lot of pips, so it does really well. Yeah. And Star Lines. Yeah. And it controls the board really well. Like, there's quite a lot of board control.
Yeah. Captain Gill says its playstyle reminds you of my own VM deck. Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
You have a Quixel Stone, right?
Yeah. Can you maybe open one of the windows? You just
sure.
Up and then towards you. Yeah, and then the one on your right as well. Watch out for my.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So you start.
Yes.
And also good to see you, Captain Gill. Oh wait, you were already in there.
He was already there. Yeah.
Sorry.
Defending.
I feel like we called him somehow when we talk about rules in Vault Masters, and he's like, "Yes, I know this. I have to turn on the stream."
It's like
they're calling for me.
It's like how Riku said, you summon Dutch people when you mention ass. The deck.
If you mention obscure Vault Master rules, then you summon Captain Gill.
So let's try it. Vietnamese deck.
Rico's still here, no?
I'll probably respond in chat because like, what? What's going on?
If you mention ass, is Don Keyforge going to show up?
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, this is not great.
I guess I'll keep this.
I'll mulligan. Because what are you going to do with this? Like, play 3 Star Alliance creatures?
From what I've seen, this is definitely a mulligan.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't generate any Ember.
It doesn't generate Ember, it's bad.
What do I do with this?
Yeah. Who summons me? See? Rico's there. You say Vietnamese deck 3 times? There he is. Now we just need Donkey Force to show up.
That'd be so funny.
I'd like to send them a text.
So you get a shirt asking about nuances. Friendship. Uh-huh. Oh, the friendship, the cards. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That one's difficult.
I can start, right?
Yes.
Well, my cat just turned my computer off. Junk
Turn 1,
restoration.
junk, always interesting. Okay.
Thank you very much.
It is. Go for it. I will go for it. Oh, yes. I'll say Starlines. I'll play Kirby.
Oh my god, that card.
And with the Kirby, I'll play Darkwing Gloriana to return Kirby, and I'll play Kirby. This is what the deck needs. This is all it needs.
You mulliganed and you drew that.
Yeah. Bonesaw. And a
This is
body.
how Harm wins tournaments. Might be a sign.
Not just tournaments. Also just casual games.
I'll do that crap.
So, 4 creatures, 4 Ember, turn 1. Go ahead.
Yeah, your cat wants more love, Riku. Yeah. Someone in the Discord says that predicting Final Refrain Alliance stream to be under 30 minutes. That's very likely.
Under 30 minutes?
I think so. The game. Okay. We are gonna go with logos. Titan Sentry. Please archive a card.
You wanna throw a die?
Sure. And then 1,
1
6.
to 6. 1. 1 it
It's
is.
a weighted die, you don't know.
I shuffled anyway.
I play Skippy the Glorious.
So what was this?
And I discard Skipper Huko. And with Skippy, I archive the top card of my deck. Okay, that's interesting. Then I'll play a Doppelganger.
Okay.
I technically probably should have played like this. That's okay.
Sure.
And then I'll play a Strange Gizmo.
It's back.
It's back!
Wow, this is a
Discard.
efficient turn.
It is.
That's a better start than the last game. Yeah. For sure. Whew, okay. I don't know what to do.
Great.
This is weird. Yeah, this is more difficult this time.
Because you have so many options?
No, because I draw awkward.
Great.
After this amazing start.
Yeah, that was... You got
To
4
be fair.
creatures out of 4 Ember. And you cycled through 5 cards, right? You had 5 cards in your hand, right?
4 cards.
You had 5 cards in your hand. Because you
But I
drew them.
kept 1 card, so I couldn't play one of them.
Yeah, so but you drew 5 cards. That's what I meant.
Ah, yeah. I played 4, I drew 5
yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm mulligans.
yeah.
That's true. That's fair. It's still awkward though. I have to go this.
Okay.
And I'll fight Skippy.
Okay, 3 damage on
Yeah.
that one.
I'll play Library of the Damned with an Ember. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll play 3 Fates to destroy some of my own dudes. That one, this one, and this one.
Keeping both Kirby and Gloriana alive is painful. Like, Gloriana is not a reap, no. But
Yeah, that would be fun, but no. That's it.
yo.
Not too special. I'll draw 3 cards.
So Doppelganger becomes
Nothing.
Nothing.
Still itself, I guess.
Interesting.
Who said that? Captain Gill?
Captain
Really?
Gill.
I mean, if there's a way to bounce. I do have Nature's Call.
Yeah.
So with Nature's Call, you can.
I'm gonna
do
choose
funny
logos,
stuff.
and I'm gonna fight in here.
No?
I'm gonna choose to pick up my archive
Okay, yeah, sure.
first, and then I do.
you
Then I
fight.
do that.
Okay, I thought so.
I was taking damage things.
Yeah, sure.
I'll play a Quantum Compass for 200.
I'm not sure if I said check, but check.
Yeah, I know.
Is that a rule? What happens if you don't say check?
I'll play Imperium Charge.
Okay. You discard. Fear.
Nah.
My hand wasn't that good.
Candle unit.
So it doesn't really.
And then I think that's it.
Cool. I do have Library of the Damned, so there's that.
There's that.
That's something.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm low.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
it's getting better.
It's getting better.
It's getting a bit better.
Yeah.
I'll say Untamed.
Okay. He's got Nature Skull.
We'll start with Savage Clash. Can summoning that thing, doing 1 damage. Technically. I don't want to read.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead. You forge for 6.
I do forge for 6, thank you. Let me reap. Sure.
Draw
cards.
Let's go.
I'm gonna order this.
How am I gonna order this?
Yeah, I was thinking, do I want to shuffle something back with the Lost in the Wild?
I think shuffling Gloriana is nice.
Yeah, no, it's more
great.
it's more the cards in my hand.
Oh, okay.
I have I mean, you're gonna see it anyway. I have a Great Pixie. Do you want to shuffle Great Pixie
with
back?
a draw? No.
No, it's not the. It's not the Gloriana's attendant. It's a Great Pixie.
Oh, the Great Pixie.
And I'm not haunted yet. I don't think. I haven't checked, but I don't think so. But you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, but I'm close. And I don't want to redraw it. I think. Anyway, this Kirby comes back wrong.
Oh my.
Gain 2 Ember. I don't have another creature, but it's still 2 Ember. And it dies. That's probably the right call. Yeah. I'll play Gloriana's attendant with a draw. And I'll play this Great Pixie. Go ahead. Strange Gizmo, again being annoying.
Yes.
For both of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I wish if the Kirby kind of stayed alive,
guys do it.
then I could have shuffled it back. Would have been fun. Yeah.
Placeholder.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, 8.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to discard a card first, which is High Street Churn. Now I'm haunted. Use the Quantum Compass to archive the card. Then I'm playing a Stratowise, a Colonel Slime, and a Ghost in the Sun. For each forged key your opponent has.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Put a creature into play.
Put a creature into play.
You don't
so
play
the
it.
play effect does not happen.
Nope. You can still. I mean, yeah, the Titan Sentry doesn't do a lot. If that's what you're checking for.
No.
And it's your discard pile, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh god. Should have played the attendant with the draw first.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You suck.
Sorry, again, wait, you should have played the attendant.
You always draw first. But then you would have shuffled it back into your deck. That was your...
I didn't want to shuffle it back. So why should I have drawn first?
Because with Kirby you might have been able to play... Did you have came back wrong already? Or did you drew it with the draw?
I had it already.
Okay.
But I could have still played it even after...
So with the draw of the attendant, you could have drawn a creature that you could have played with the Kirby.
Yeah, but it's this turn. It doesn't have to be immediate.
Yeah, but this creature. You did not have any... You only had untamed creature in your hand, right?
Yeah.
You could have drawn this creature.
Yeah.
With the draw.
Yeah.
From the... So...
Yeah, so...
Okay, I see.
Because I could have still played it. It doesn't... It's not...
You throw me off, man.
It's not immediate. Right?
Attendant uses up the Kirby. Okay. That's right.
Okay, that's
right.
Oh, wow, Jesus.
See? He is the rules
genius.
He is. See? We
Did not realize that.
We should trust.
You should trust.
Have some trust. That's it. Check with 7.
Okay.
I don't know if I like Strange Gizmo now.
Yeah, in this case, I don't mind. In this case, I'll just go this. Okay,
just archive something.
I'll Mindfire you first.
Oh my no. Oh my lord.
No. But that might actually prevent you from forging.
No. It
No?
not. I don't think it will.
Okay.
So
you throw a die.
Yeah.
1 to 6. 5. That one, yeah.
No. I'm kidding.
Hey, that's one. Ooh. No, the Captain Gill's right, as always.
Yeah.
I'll play it just to watch it die.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll archive
Oh.
something. Not sure. I'll archive something. Yeah, go ahead. Say check with 6.
Everything dies.
Everything dies. Surprise, surprise.
That is not great. I think Strange Gizmo is hurting me here now, but
yeah,
don't know that.
I could have taken this really awkward turn. Didn't really matter. But you don't know when you play it.
This is interesting. Okay. Logos. Scrap Brillix Ponder to draw. Play Skippy to archive the top card of my deck.
It is efficient. You don't like it?
Sloppy lap work.
Okay, it's really efficient.
To archive a card. Discard a card. Archive this card.
Okay. What are you complaining about? That's a good turn.
Whatever I
archived,
I wanted to draw.
Okay. You'll get it next time. I'll say 40. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Starlines. Nethermaker. That's a card you want to see early with a Pyro and a Light of the Archons. But luckily, we have a Soulkeeper with a draw. Oh, into Event Horizon.
Everything just lines up for this MF. My goodness.
For full moon.
No, thank God.
So close. Go ahead.
Not on check, right?
Almost there.
Okay.
Yeah, that Event Horizon draw was...
we're still cooking,
pretty good.
Okay. Geistoid. Junk Restoration. Scrapping Vested Herald. Archiving this. So, 1, 2, 3. Well, that sucks now.
Aww.
Oh.
This is not your day.
Not meant to be.
You need to practice more, dude.
Energy Vampirism.
Draw better.
Manifestation. I think double Ember Pip sounds juicy.
Yeah, maybe. You want to have a look, or you just want to pick the double
Horizon,
Ember Pip?
the double Ember Pip.
Or the Kirby.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. I don't think I do much about Ember.
Horoscope. Inner somewhere.
Oh. That's a big, juicy hand. Archives.
Yes, it is. What do I get back, though? This looks cool. Where did that come from? Here. See, this is where I need to... I don't know what to do, honestly.
I mean, I'll let you suffer.
You let me suffer. You're gonna make a bazillion Ember.
I was just gonna say, any amount of Ember control I would probably go for.
Probably.
That's 0 Ember control. Well,
Probably.
Unless the Ghost in the Sun does something. You shuffle, right?
Yeah. Your turn.
So this is awkward. This doesn't do anything.
I might check, by the way.
I haven't gotten so far for your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've seen like 2/3 of mine. I don't have upgrades. And I have 2, 2, 2, so great. If I go to 7, can you stop me?
Maybe.
Yeah, but I have really big archives.
I do.
I'll say Star Alliance again, because I drew 2. I'll Survey, do damage on nothing. And then... I'll discard Obsidian Forge.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're crafting an untamed hand, maybe.
And then I have a creature, but if it's 1, I'm not going to go into Star Alliance anytime soon, and some of your amber control is creature focused, so I'm just going to discard it.
If I redraw Energy Vampirism.
Yeah, specifically
sure.
that. Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead. I'll draw 2.
Slow turn.
Yeah, so that's the downside of Vaultmaster. Yeah. Sometimes you have 2/2, and you have a chunk in your archives. And I'm looking for a specific card. I haven't found it yet. That doesn't help. But check with 6 though.
I'll pick up my archive.
Yeah.
I'm choosing Equidon.
Yeah. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I should know. 3, 4, 5. Jesus. 6.
Everything goes
That's
to me.
6. Whoosh. Yeah, I think that might be it.
So I wanted to keep the flexibility of not having to choose Equidon and do this Trade Secrets. So they were good cards for Geistoid as well.
Yeah.
And
okay. I forgot about the Trade Secrets, to be honest.
So 8.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
I mean, I can go, just to show, this. I finally have Lash, which would have helped some time ago. And then Yurk and a Terror, and I could discard something. I just drew Stealth Mode.
Oh, yeah, that's so...
would have been really nice to have.
That would have been...
And I was looking for Exhume.
Yeah.
Because I archived the Dark Queen.
Yeah.
So I can Exhume Kirby, play,
and
do fancy stuff with it.
This was my other stuff.
Oh, so you would have stopped me out anyway.
I would have
okay.
But, yeah.
That was too slow, this game. You had a good start.
Yeah, better start, but the Strange Gizmo was still...
It's a bit awkward.
So 1-1.
What? Oh yeah, 1-1. Okay.
1-1.
Is this all we do tonight? Yeah, maybe. This is best of 3. Vaultmaster versus Endless Skies. Yeah. Why not? I don't have much sealed product left after I opened all my Vaultmaster.
I think I might have still 2 displays worth of Spain Vaultmaster.
Oh, you still have both?
Yeah. Yeah, most of them.
You should open them. This is a Spanish one and it's fun.
What am I going to use it for?
Random games on stream?
Yeah, sure.
That's what I use it. I mean, I tried to sell it and no one's interested.
That's not happening, right? You think you kind of make your flight ticket back, maybe? If you win.
Maybe if I was quick enough and I would put it online immediately. People are still eager.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe not.
But
and I think the Vault tours in America always have the advantage that they have access to the product and the rest of the world doesn't.
Yeah.
So people want to buy, they're interested.
Yeah. True.
They can hype up the sets.
Yeah.
If they want to.
Or
it's like market manipulation almost. That's
something the Americans don't usually do, right?
Is good at,
especially not the president. No.
Sorry, stay away from politics.
We still want to go to KFC, so scrub all of that.
That took a weird turn.
Yeah, what happened there?
I did fully intend on doing that. There you go.
It's not like you're working for an American company.
No.
I saw one card. I'm sorry. It's a crap card. Anyone put it up?
Just give the.
I think it was a CPO Zytar.
I don't want to see that.
No, I know.
Yeah, so that's also the thing. There's a lot of dead creatures in the deck. And I think the first game I used the Event Horizon and I milled 3 of them.
So, yeah. The dead creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start, or?
I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna start, sure.
Maybe we should impose some kind of like a fixed price that people who buy VM from America have to pay extra.
Based on percentages or just fixed? 7?
6?
No Kirby.
No Kirby.
This is a mulligan. This is a mulligan regardless because, jeez, this is bad.
I'm gonna keep this.
I don't know what to do with this.
Is it?
What am I gonna do with this?
You have to start, right?
Yeah, play stealth mode?
Yeah, you're mulligan. Yeah. I shuffled correctly this time.
Okay.
So good. I'll shuffle for you.
Oh.
So that card was there, that card was
I always do that. With my
Yeah,
hands.
I do that as
kinda...
well. Because if your opponent, or if you don't shuffle well yourself or your opponent,
just wanna. I mean, if it's a bad hand, I also definitely don't want to have the risk of redrawing that exact hand.
Exactly, that's what I
That only happens on TCO.
True.
So if you could please unforge your keys. Thank you. Arigato. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no.
Ah,
You can only play one card though.
I'll say this, but I've
Terror?
Yeah. Yeah. But I have another good option. But is it as good as the Terror? Probably not.
Yeah, Kirby and Terror, that would be...
No, that would...
Cast away.
So technically you could play... No, you can't. No, never mind.
Oh. Well, that's awkward.
I mean, I see you guys that card. But... Oh, that security detail is looking juicy. Look at that cat. Oh.
Look at
Wait, what did you take? What did you pick? Security detail right now.
Vested Herald. Scrapping the Brilix Ponder.
Nice.
To draw.
That's what it's made for.
Skill.
You drew that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to keep track of which house you're in. It could have been in any house now.
Yeah. It's a bit confusing with the logo stip as well. Anyway, I'll say this and I'll show you why it's difficult because hi, Lord Invidious, but I could have stolen something or I could have gained 2 Amber. 2 Amber is better probably. Library and Yerk with an Amber. Okay. Discarding Body.
Okay.
And then we have a Terror. And I am a fan of just getting rid of creatures with house icons. That's something I like to do. Something I'm bored to do.
Wait,
there you go.
You're fighting it in there? Okay.
Yeah. That's it. Draw 4. Go ahead.
Logos. Let's start with Root Access.
Oh, I thought you were going to say let's start with Strange Gizmo. Hey, Pyro! Deja vu.
That's one of those crap creatures that you'd like to...
That didn't happen in game 1.
Quantum Compass. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Hyperion Charge.
Oh,
Discard Joy Caspries.
Did. Okay. Crazy, but I'll say this.
Wow.
Yeah, because I draw a lot of this.
Oh no.
I'll play Obsidian Forge.
No. Where's my Strange Gizmo now?
I'll reap with Invidious. I'll take the Herald.
Sure.
It's exhausted, I think. Reap with Yerk. Reap with Terror. Discard 3 Fates. I'll play a Soul Keeper, which I probably should have done first because it draws a card.
Hello everyone. Sort of missed all the action. We'll have to watch the replay. Well, we're happy you're here now tonight.
We're happy you're here, but not tonight. No, that's mean.
Never gets old.
That's mean. And all Library of the Damned. That thing.
2, 4, 6.
4, 6, 9.
9.
Say check with 9. Draw.
Forge my key already.
You do.
Jesus.
Maybe that's a strategy. I just have to let you forge before you put down the Strange Gizmo.
Yeah.
It works out pretty well.
I got a trade secrets here.
Oh, okay.
And I'll still 3. So not 4, unfortunately.
Good.
And I archive one card.
I mean, that's out of the way. Forge for 6.
And you call?
This would make sense, right?
Probably.
But 1, 2. I think outside of the Strange Gizmo, you don't have a lot of board control. And I have a decent hand. But this. 1, 2, 3, 4 Ember are just on board. That's really tempting. 1, 2, 3, 4 Ember in hand. Actually difficult.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Sure, let's go with this. I'll reap 4 times.
Sure.
Right? Because this thing is this now.
Yeah, it is.
I will Obsidian Forge Yerk. So I play
Exhume?
Bones already.
Oh, cool.
And I reap. And I'll library that thing. This is a really different game for this deck.
Yeah.
But 5 Ember, yeah, pretty good.
Guys,
Trust
throw
me.
it.
Good.
Horoscope. Use the Quantum Compass. Play Tribute Collector.
Yeah.
You can steal that. Discard Stratowise.
Yeah.
Play in here somewhere.
So I think the Invidious is in the way. Yeah. Where's my stealth mode?
You didn't cycle, so.
Ooh. I draw 2, so you never know.
Could be.
I might have it. Yeah, 4 Ember and Archives, that was kind of... I mean, if you saw my hand, you could see the struggle. But 4 Ember and Archives.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks tempting again, but you're gonna steal all of it anyway. Yeah, that's the thing, that this deck only rushes. So if you get
I
the trade secret,
figured that out after game 1.
Yeah.
Sometimes you. Well, I would have taken more time to look at your Arkham card and see where
Sure.
the gaps are.
You
but
could see the.
Yeah.
There's not much Ember control. I'll go with.
It's not over yet.
No. I'll go with Untamed. I'll pick up the Archives because 2 Gloriana's Tenants.
Yeah.
With a full moon. That's pretty
Oh
good.
my goodness.
I'll play 1 and draw a card.
Good
Oh,
deal.
hello.
No.
I'll play full moon.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's really lucky.
Oh, and now with the Obsidian Forge, now we're in trouble.
Because I'll play Gloriana's
you have
Attendant
Nature's
for
Call?
2 Ember. No,
Oh, thank goodness.
but it's still gonna be pretty bad because I have come back wrong,
Oh.
and I'll get this Yerk,
With
which
3
is
Amber.
effectively 3 Ember.
And it's minus 2 power.
1, 2.
This is bad.
I'm not done.
This is not good.
Dude, I'm not done. I have to discard a card though.
I'm losing the game here.
I don't want to discard a card. It looks really strange, but I'll discard Mindfire.
You discard Mindfire. You have a Star Alliance crack in your hand.
Play Mashtik Murmuk for 2 Ember. And I'll play Lost in the Wild.
Fuck me. Are you haunted? No.
No. Absolutely not. For Mashtik Murmuk and Yerk. That seems good. That's also fun, right?
I wish you were haunted.
Yeah, I know.
I think you should have kept Mindfire. You could potentially finish the game next turn.
Dangerous. Yeah, I know. But it might be a mistake. But I don't think you're gonna go to I mean, even if you go to check, you don't forge this turn, so I think I'm fine.
14. That's definitely enough.
Go ahead. I mean, I think you should know what this card is. Let me just say that.
I think I know what it is. Probably some sort of stealth mode.
Maybe. Gloriana's go too. Oh wait, it's the outside, right? It's not.
Wait,
I don't get to
you
pick
didn't
them.
shuffle the...
No, I picked 2 cards. I played like Lost in the Wilds.
No.
Maybe we can act that I played them the outside, or I can look for them and get the Gloriana's attendant. I'm fine either way. But I cheated, yes.
Yeah, game invalid.
I can do this, play the Yurk, and put the Gloriana's back if you want.
Fine. I don't think I can stop you anyway.
I'm not sure if it's gonna matter. Oh god. The amount of pips in my deck is insane.
Yeah,
Still.
it's quite...
That I haven't seen yet.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
I just thought it was like Lost in the Wilds for some reason instead. Oh no, the... What's it called? I confused them. Lost in the Wilds, but you have the other one. Lost in the Woods.
Lost in the Woods.
I confused those 2 cards. So a good catch. Don't think it's gonna matter. What does it say? Because he isn't haunted, or he doesn't know the card. I didn't know the cards. No, I confused it. Lost in the Wild, Lost in the Woods. This is. I'm a horrible keyforge player. I mean, this is also good. It's a disc creature. Poses problems.
Yes, it does. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
14.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
and there's a lot of disc creatures. 5 of them.
I don't think it's happening.
I still think so.
I don't think there's even something I could potentially draw. No, nothing. Nothing I can do.
Shit's not haunted.
If it was haunted, it would have been better for me.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. But I wasn't so deep in because you don't kill my creatures.
I guess I'm gonna have to pick up my archive, and I'm gonna have to play Trade Secrets for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait. Oh,
yeah,
5. Jeez. Okay, there you go. That's a lot.
It is. And then I use. Wait, yeah, only. And then you win.
Yeah, I forge. I read 5 times. I forge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, so it was stealth mode. That's basically what was remaining.
Yeah, of course.
My hand is not
That one turn. Jeez.
the untamed one.
The double full moon.
I drew
The
into the
second
one.
full moon. That was the.
And
you
I
played 3 creatures.
I archived 2 creatures with library, and then I still had a creature that lost in the wilds and came back wrong.
What did I still have in here?
But look at my deck. Like, look what I didn't draw.
All my logos.
So Ember Pip, which deck is also nice. Nature's Call, Exhume, Event Horizon, double pipped. Grave Pixie, Matter Maker, Lash, double pip Kirby, Pip Light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pips are still in my deck.
It's insane. It's an insane Amber Rush deck. I think my other Amber Skies deck, we probably wouldn't have a chance.
Which one?
The Crap Race one.
Oh no, it's gonna lose horribly.
No.
Unless I get a really well-timed stealth
Stealth
mode.
mode. Then, but I would play it for the tempo. I would play it whenever I have it. I wouldn't save it. I would just.
But then in that case, I could still rush.
So
Maybe.
many Mars. We could play that game, maybe, if I have it. If you have time or not. 10 o'clock.
Sure.
Quickie?
Last one. Quickie.
Quickie. If I can find it. Probably can.
Bonus game.
Bonus game. Putting our predictions to the test.
Oh, predictions. There's going to be predictions for the Alliance tournament, right?
Of course, there is going to be predictions.
Do we have any final standing? Can that be posted?
Final standings?
I only know Rodian.
Ah.
I want to know. I got the finals right. I guess 2-1. I want to know where I end up.
Yeah, one more game. 1 hour later. Yes. Proper
So there's actually a little bit of... Oh.
I don't have it here already. Wow. How did I do? You got all matches involving harm right. Wow. You had some faith.
Wait, really? That's impressive.
I did get the winner right, but I didn't get the exact score.
No, I got 2-1. There's actually a little bit of efficiency in this deck. It's kind of just sprinkled a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. I think this is a really tough matchup for me.
Yes, I think so too. This is also my second best
deck or Ember's Guide?
I think my second best Archon deck.
Archon deck.
Yes.
I don't really know what my best Archon deck is anymore because I don't own NAS. Sometimes I still think Hokar, the Vaultmaster 23. Sometimes I still think Babu, but then it's really disappointing from time to time. It does great like 80-90% of the games, but that one game is really painful.
Yes.
The one game that everything goes wrong.
Babu has a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And a nasty trick.
Cycle.
I have no idea about the Alliance. Predictions gonna be tough. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. The Alliance predictions.
Alliance predictions.
But
I know a bit.
So I think we know the matchups beforehand, and you can kind of.
You could test it out if you really want to.
Oh, yeah, you
I don't
can.
think many people are gonna do that. Because also testing, you have to find all the pots and then build
Smack them together, and then you're gonna test.
No, of course, but I mean, you could test for predictions, so you could test other
okay,
matchups.
Sure.
If you
I mean,
really
if you're playing,
wanted to. Which I don't think I did for the Archon one, so I'm definitely not going to do that for the Alliance one.
For some prediction, I just ran vote for pilots. Well, that's kind of what happened. Odd or even?
Odd. That worked out.
Kind of what happened at the start of the Final Refrain.
Yeah, especially the first round, people just voted for the pilot, and even into horrible matchups, people just voted for the pilot, and that didn't go so well.
Yeah, true.
But I also I'm guilty of that. No. This is the same as the horrible hand in the second game, like 3-star Alliance creatures.
No, I think I'm gonna keep just because.
You don't sound. Oh, you don't sound convinced.
No, I'm not convinced.
Are you sure it's on?
Yeah, I'm sure. I liked clicking on the funny pictures.
On
the prediction.
Yes. Yeah. So for the Harmed picture, he got like an X because Harmed. But I was hoping he would get a peach because S.
Some people put it on there.
I did. Yeah, the pictures were very thematic.
They were.
It's gonna be challenging, like Mark H. Are you gonna give him an H?
Yeah.
For example,
why not?
I'm not singling out anyone, but I think for Alliance it might be slightly more challenging when looking at the list of names.
Captain Gale says, I was very serious about my camera. Oh, a camera?
What?
Mark H. Oh, he's a photographer?
Oh, okay.
Oh, see, this is the kind of background stories we need. Or it's very photogenic. Maybe that's also possible.
So I'm not sure if it's good, but
I hope not.
Let's go for it anyway.
It's 2 Amber and an extra action into stealth mode. That should happen.
Oh,
yeah, let's go!
Oh, came back wrong. Wait, discard. So I play it. Oh my god!
This is bullshit.
And then I play the Kirby.
This is
holy
bullshit.
shit!
This
Wait.
is bullshit, man.
Because it says discard, so it's in my discard pile.
I realized that when you drew the came back wrong. That's why I reacted that way.
Oh my god!
Play the other creature.
Dies, and then I get to play something else. I don't want to play something else. Sure, but
this is just.
I have to play Mushtik Mubok who's gonna kill himself.
This is what I have to deal with all the time. He's
probably
good at keyforge.
just incredibly lucky. No, I'm still gonna lose this game, to be honest.
Yes,
this is fun. This was worth it.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. For you. T-DOS, fucking. This. Let's see how lucky we can get.
Lucky. Oh my God.
Let's see how
You
lucky
used
we
up all
can
your
get.
luck. You used up all your luck.
Let's go. 1 to 6.
Yeah, sure.
Boom. 1.
You can take that.
That's for each bonus icon. Hey, that's still a number. I'll play Obsidian Forge, and I'll have to discard the bone saw.
Oh no.
And say check with 6. Nice.
Geistoid. Junk restoration.
But that was epic. Like, it's really bad luck, but that this happened was pretty epic.
I'll take the inner somewhere.
No. I thought it was epic.
Epic.
Yeah. No.
Epically BS.
Like, that's probably never gonna happen again.
Titan,
even if I play this deck
Titan
20 times.
apparition.
50 times.
Veil of Ectoplasm for 2.
Oh.
That's not happening. That's it.
Yeah, you're not gonna play it in here somewhere?
No. Learned my lesson.
Yeah, so the DDoS is really in the way.
I know. I was hoping.
So I think I have to go and take that. Savage Clash gets rid of it.
Does?
And I'll play Grave Pixie, which doesn't care about DDoS. Go ahead. Draw 2.
Ooh, that wasn't great.
Yeah, but I have to get rid of it.
Articulated Wren. Capture Pit.
Yeah, this is
Sloppy work.
not going well.
Archive.
I still have fun. The first turn.
Discard.
Still have fun.
Number 8. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Richard.
Cool. I will say Starlines because
Hold on.
can.
Sorry, I said your turn, but I have to look at this card.
Judge!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm going to exhaust something.
Am I haunted?
Or I'm exhausted.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll be hunted before you are. Amazing.
Okay, yeah. You're good to go.
I'm good to go. Starlines. I'm gonna switch now. Draw. Boom. Oh. Another maker. Lucky draw. Stealth mode.
Oh.
Another Chan.
Mm-hmm.
Light of the Archons.
So it's 5-1.
5. Yeah, it's a bit
Sure.
awkward, I guess. Do I even want that? That's a good. I mean, the Grave Pixie is also weird. Sure. 5-1. There you go. Check with 7. Draw 4.
Mars. Cobalt Capulets. Pinging that. Yes.
I am haunted. 1,
You
2,
are,
3,
I know.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Archive.
Eldest Bench Miner with a capture. Here. Donor Fox here. Fight here.
Yeah.
It's got 5 damage, right? Whoa. Play Yandillings. Scrap Yandillings.
Ooh. So that's a lot of ember.
It's a lot of ember. I am haunted. Now everything gets. But I still need to decide if I want to. This deck. I love this deck, by the way.
It is fun.
It's fun to play.
I have so many Ember Skies decks. All of them have Mars, I think. Seen online. I don't have them. then I want to buy. I really want to buy them.
I think I'm exhausting this one.
Cool. This is being annoying. I'll say Untamed and pick up my archives.
Okay.
I'll full moon.
Okay.
I will Lost in the Wild.
So these?
Yes.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Pretty happy with that. I mean, I had it in my hand for quite a while, but I'm still happy with it. But you still have this thing with all the ember, so let's see. I might draw into something. Like, oh. I gain an ember for the full moon.
Sure.
I'll gain another ember.
Come on.
I'll gain 2 more embers.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10.
And I will Soul Keeper because Matter Maker. And draw. Oh, sorry, this is really lucky. Nature's Call. That's really lucky. I'll bounce these 2 of yours. And my Great Pixie. And I'll play Great Pixie for another 2 ember. Jesus. Okay, so 12. So check with 19.
F you.
I'll draw 4.
What? This is such a bullshit.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well. Anyway.
Just to
pick up my archive.
Okay, you have to. At least you have to fill it here.
Yeah.
Oh. I was curious. The average FR Arkham match took 7.9 turns.
Legacy.
7.9. So. Yeah.
I'm choosing guys.
That's pretty quick.
I'm choosing guys today.
Tom does not care.
This. This is actually challenging. I'm playing in here somewhere. I need to discard 2 cards first. One of them is Skippy.
Right.
And the other is Crimson Dax. So I'm going to use this.
Yeah.
Am I going to kill this? Because on my turn...
You discard the top 5?
Yeah.
And then you draw a card.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good.
Seems pretty good, right?
But I don't know if you need that creature.
That's the question, huh? So I am doing that. So I discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at so
That's a
many
lot of
good
logos.
cards.
Well, it's too late for the logos, probably.
I draw a card.
So
And then I archive. Then I archive cards. 2 of them.
What do you think about that? Decks with Untamed had the fastest of 6.78. Yeah.
Veil and Parabyte.
I was having fun. Tom's almost there. Also there. I mean, I just already gave up. Well, I didn't give up. I thought it was going to be a hard matchup, and then I'm just incredibly lucky.
Yes, you are. And manifestation for 2 ember on whatever.
On
Event or career.
the Event Horizon. That's won me the game turn 1. That's the game before Ember turn 1.
It's such a ridiculous game. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, you
I
wanted
don't
to
even draw anything.
You wanted to do a quickie. You don't draw? Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't draw.
How many cards did you have in your hand? I didn't even see. What did you archive, by the way? I did not pay attention. Okay. Forge for 6.
Sure.
I will say this. Because Library of the Damned for an Ember. And Dash of Broken Dreams for an Ember. And Yerk for an Ember. Discarding Body. And I'll discard 3 Fates. There you go. Say check. With
Forge for 6.
16.
16.
Yeah. Draw 5.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
I have to do this. Parabite. Capture 1. Veil of Ectoplasm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. It's not even enough. Is it? Crap raise.
I mean, you could not crap race and then just make me forge for a fuck ton. No, that doesn't work actually. Then you just stop me. You just stop me from forging.
Yeah. And then what?
Yeah, then it's still losing.
Okay.
Yeah. Forge for 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
So VM best set?
Oh, wait for it.
Wait for it, he says.
Wait for it.
Is it not enough?
I'll say this and I'll exhume my Kirby. There's a Kirby in here, right? Did I? I did.
I think we're gonna have to close the stream a little bit early. I'm gonna get kicked out of my house.
Oh. And sure, just because it's so unnecessary, but I'll bounce it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because why not? Terror, Reap. Do some stuff, archive stuff. Obsidian Forge, and done.
So I needed to steal 4 more Ember to have another turn.
Yes.
And then
you need to go to check.
Yeah.
Because
This was still
you didn't have time.
I didn't have time because you Event Horizon turned on discarding Kirby into Came Back Wrong on the Kirby to play.
That's never gonna happen
Like,
again.
what?
To blow up your own Mushstick Mook.
You can also win, but extending Tom's Misery, I like it. Yeah, no. And then you drew into Nature's Call or whatever as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Generating another
also
like
happened.
6 Ember, which is.
Yeah, but well, bouncing your creatures, which was
Yeah.
the most important thing.
If you didn't bounce my Titan Guardian.
You had crap race?
Yeah, I had Crab Race.
That was
and
really
I had
fun.
Yeah.
Like, I had a few draws, but Nature's Call was by far the best one.
Yeah, you would have been screwed.
And then this is trash, but
Because I could have archived the Veil and the Crab Race again as well, I think. Because I had the Veil in my archive, in my discard.
Yeah.
With the 3 on it, it was good enough to
use it.
do it. And then
Probably.
set up another one.
So,
Man, that was rough.
pretty good. There's a lot of sneaky. I just said it by the way, but there's a lot of sneaky efficiency. With like Survey is some efficiency, and then Kirby is a bit, but then there's also a few draw pips.
Yeah.
Yerk is a bit, Library is a bit, Matter Maker is a bit, and all those kind of exhume on Kirby. Hopefully, there's quite some efficiency.
Yeah. We're not gonna run this into a best of 3. This was an
Event
exceptional
Horizon.
game.
This is I'm never gonna win this game again.
No, I don't think so.
We're never gonna play this matchup again, and it will always be winning for me.
Yeah. That was insane.
That was crazy.
Alright, so
Absolutely crazy.
Final Refrain. Alliance coming up. We did some trivia. Played some game.
I'm gonna make a Vault Master 24 Alliance.
Yeah, this is pretty good. No,
It's
it
never gonna
sucks.
happen.
That's
No,
like an
it's
asshole.
horrible.
It's horrible.
I wouldn't even know what that looks like. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Keyfrog.
5 stealth
Final
modes.
refrain, keyfrog, something.
Yeah, a final refrain key. Yeah, that would work. But you would need stealth modes. You need some kind of disruption.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's not enough. Mark of this, but it's also
Mark
not really
of this
good
is
enough.
there.
It's not good enough for alliance.
You got a lot of Brotnar. Recklessness, maybe.
Reckless.
3 recklessnesses. I got a Voltmos with 3 recklessness.
Oh, you do?
I think so.
We can try to build one for fun.
We could.
And then just enter it in the tournament anyway.
No.
The wild card.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna call it off. Thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks for joining.
See you.
It was fun, mostly
next
for
time.
me.
Yeah, mostly for
See you soon.
Yeah, yeah. Later.